We have here verse 33 of the 9th chapter of the Gospel of John. We're in the midst of a conversation between the religious leaders and a man who was born blind and has been given his sight by the miraculous touch of Jesus. The religious leaders have been pressing the man, I suppose trying to find out some kind of inconsistency in his story, and as they keep putting pressure on him, the man appears to come back with an increasingly firm conviction about the matter, and I think maybe the very fact that he was being pushed so hard by these leaders was part of what drove him to what he now arrives at as a conclusion. They had been asking him, of course, along the way, what does he make of this man? What's his understanding of him? And now we have this rather strong conclusion that the man reaches, which we find in verse 33. We have a may. This literally would be if not, but ordinarily is translated into English by the phrase unless. So it's the idea here. So unless, ein. This is a third person singular, imperfect active indicative of a me, I am. So unless it was would be the reading, and then hutos, the demonstrative pronoun, masculine, singular, nominative. So unless this or this man was, and then para. Para, taking the genitive here, means from, so we have para, and then in the genitive, theou, unless this man were from God. And then uk, this is the negation, of course, preceding the word edunato. This is from dunamai, deponent verb, means I am able. This is the third person singular, imperfect, passive indicative in form, active in meaning, of course, because it's deponent. So it would be, unless this man were from God, not able, he would not be able, would be the sense of it. He would not be able, poiein, the present infinitive of poieo, I make or I do. This is the infinitive present. He would not be able to do, the infinitive there, uden. Uden, of course, the adjective, which means nothing or no one. When it's in the neuter, it means nothing. And that's the sense here. So unless this man were from God, he wouldn't be able to do anything. He wouldn't be able to do anything that represented, in other words, the direct intervention of God as an imprimatur on his actions. And that's the problem that these religious leaders have, is that they can't get around the fact that Jesus has evidently performed this remarkable display of divine power. They can't explain it, and they can't quite impeach his integrity, and so they're winding up in an increasingly frustrated situation here, as is evidenced by the next verse.